everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plants, and today we are back with some more spreads for some of my patrons on my top tier of Patreon. Today we have spreads for Bobby and Beth, so let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, the first spread I have is for Bobby, and she sent me some pictures to do a memory spread for her and her husband's 11th anniversary. So I have all the pictures. I did go ahead and I added some cardstock just to kind of give them a little bit of a border, so that way they don't just like look boring on the page. Today I'm going to be going in with the Love Blooms sticker book because I thought these like florals are pretty, and then it's not a ton of decorating because I want to be able to put a little bit of journaling, so that way she could journal about what they did. But then I pulled out these Hitch Perfect quotes from Planet Darby, but these I think are going to be fun. And then I'm also pulling out some scraps just to kind of spiffy up some of the areas. And I picked this color because there is like this minty color in that sticker book. So I already pulled out my lettering that I'm going to be doing on these pages. I already pulled out all the letters because trying to pull them out on camera just never works for my brain. So I am going to go ahead and get those down. So first I'm going to go ahead and put some of these scraps down because I know I'm going to end up layering a little bit on top of that. So I am going to get these two pieces, and I think I'm going to put these corner pieces up at the top on this side. And then we're just going to go ahead and spell out. These are from Plannything. I think this is the first. I don't have the second one, so I think this is from the first alphabet book, but I'm doing Celebrate. So I'm going to go ahead and get these laid down. I'm not pushing them down all the way, just in case I need to do some moving. So I am kind of trying to be a little bit mindful with where I'm putting them. Okay, so we're writing Celebrate up here. Okay, I feel like that looks pretty good. So I'm going to lay that down, and then I'm going to go ahead and start getting some of my pictures down before I forget where I put them. So let's go in and lay some of these down. That way I have these, and again, I'm going to keep away from this inner area because that is where I'm going to be placing, or not placing, that's where it's going to get punched. So I don't want to stick it super close, but that should be far enough from there to not matter so much. So I'm just going to get these ones down that I know this is where they're going to go. Just laying these down real quick. I have these, and I left this area so I could put like some journaling boxes in there as well. I'm trying to think. I think I want to do a little bit of layering. So I'm going to add more of those scraps in there. And we'll go in and I'll layer my picture on top. Just so that way I don't have to do additional cutting. Okay, so this side is pretty good with how I want that one. Okay, these I'm going to shift them down. I have this nice long scrap over here. So I am going to grab that, and I'm going to stick that up here at the top because that's where more words are going to go. And then I'm going to start laying down some of these pictures again because I feel like there's just so many. I don't want to forget to put something here. So I'm using, there weren't numbers in this book, but these eyes look like ones. So I feel like that kind of works. So I'm going to put 11 because they're celebrating their 11th anniversary. And then I have years pulled out as well. Just going to stick that in there. Okay. I'm glad, thankfully it's not 12 because I was like, wow, that actually worked really well. So sometimes, depending on the font choice, it kind of works out well. I don't remember where this was. I think it was there. Yeah, okay. Because the thing is now I have to remember where I put things. Okay, let me get this laid down. I'm going to stick this one here, and then I have another fun little scrap that I'm going to stick kind of in between these two. I'm going to lay that there and go in with my next one. And then I have one more. And we will stick this one right in here. Okay, so I at least have all my pictures laid down. I don't have to worry about getting confused with where they go, all that good stuff. And I'm going to go in with some more of these scraps. I'm not going to be able to like do a lot of layering with them because I did pull out the clear ones, but I am going to stick some extras in here. And then again, we can layer on top of them and I feel like it'll look fine. But this also just kind of helps add some color that wasn't there before. So we're just adding in some of those for some additional color. And they might get covered up, they might not, but at least they are there. Okay, let me get in a little bit of functional. So I am going to go in with neutral boxes. I think keeping it neutral is the vibe. So I'm going to go in with a bigger double wide box. Let's stick this one over here. Do a bigger double wide, and then we could do like a long version. Okay, let's start with that. And then there are some things in here that I wanted to use. So right off the bat, there is a, like this is so cute. Of all the beautiful love stories, ours is my favorite. Like that's so cute. I'm gonna add that in there, and that's gonna help pull in that blue. Let's see here. There are lots of fun little pieces. Like we even have just like these stickers that we can kind of layer into place. And I pulled this because it has some really pretty florals and stuff in it, which I thought could be fun to use. So I am going to go in with some of these because I think I can just keep layering on top of things. So I'm going to put these in here, but I can layer on top of those when needed. Oh my gosh, I'm having such a hard time flipping pages. This is cute. And so together they built a life they loved. I'm going to stick this like down at the bottom, like a continuation. Okay. There are more like floral pieces in here. Since I have the gold in here already, I'm going to keep adding a little bit more of it. I am going to layer in some other boxes too. I'm just doing all the things that I'm like, I'm okay with layering on top of these. We also have some shapes in this book, so this actually could be fun to pull in more of the colors. So maybe we go in with some of the shapes. And that kind of gets more of that blue in there. Add another little shape in there. I do want to get in a quote or two from this because this one's funny. Let's celebrate the best decision you ever made. That one's cute. Let's see. Just trying to see where I have space. There are some small quotes too in the Happy Planner sticker book as well, so I can add in a couple quotes from there as well once I get to that point. I'm going to add in a couple of smaller boxes for extra little blurb areas, since I took up basically all the space. I'm going to go find those little quotes because I did see a little one. I just have to remember where I saw it, because that's always the problem. There we go. We have better together. That's cute. All the love. I know those are hard for you to see just because they are gold foil, which is always a challenge. Okay, this looks really, really cute. And then, of course, if she needs more room, she'll have the backs of these pages too. But at least this way, this like gives like a good start. I'm gonna punch these real quick because I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, here's what we're looking like. We didn't punch through any pictures, so that is the good news. It's always like one of those like, am I punching through? Okay, I feel like this looks good. This looks so cute. I have a little love today sticker. So I'm just going to add that in there as well. Okay, there we go. Little place to put all of the memories to celebrate special days. But there we go, Bobby. I so hope that you love your spread. Okay, the next spread we have is for Beth, and she asked for a gift tracker, basically, for 2026. So a place where she could put all the things for any gifts that she gets for people for whatever holiday. So we're going to be combining a mishmash of a lot of stickers. I'm going to try to find colors within all the stickers that I pulled out that kind of will work together. And we're just going to see if we can make it work. So first, I need some scraps. I liked these because they were neutral. These are the cream wool from Planet Darby. But I just thought these are really pretty. And it'll just kind of add like a neutral vibe and also kind of just fill in some space that I think otherwise is just going to be left undone. So I am going to go in with this along my sides here and corners and kind of get in a little bit of these things. So let's lay this down and that there. And then we'll have the rest for kind of just placing wherever. I think once we start getting like boxes and some of the other decorations in, I think it'll be a little bit easier. I am going to title this Gifts, and then we will put 2026 in there as well. So I'm going to go in, and these are Mambi sticks. So these are from Happy Planner. They are definitely older, but I did want something a little bit bigger. So that's why I pulled these ones out. Just want this like, no, this layering just a little bit under something. There we go. Just a little bit in there. Okay. So we have gifts. I'm going to pull out numeric essentials. And then we're going to put, I think I kind of want to just do it underneath. So I think I'm going to go with a smaller font. And then we'll write 2026. So I'm going to take out my 2s that I'll need. And then we're going to get my 6 that I'll need. And then we'll get my 0. Okay, well that was dumb. I literally just accidentally combined 2 stickers. I wasn't thinking. Okay, I got it. 20, 26. Okay, so kind of our base there. All right, we don't need that anymore. Okay, so I looked through all the stickers. I pulled out some like Christmas stickers, Valentine's, Easter, even like birthday stickers. And then I kind of looked through all of them, and they all kind of had one color in common, which was like a pinky kind of shade, and then some of them had like a green. So I think I can kind of pull from these florals and see if I can get them to combine enough to make sense. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to use these florals. These are from, I did not say what book it was from, did I? These are from Beautifully Lined from Live Love Posh. It's an older sticker book, so I'm not 100% sure if it's still available anymore. But that's this book. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding in my florals around the edges just to, again, fill in space and then kind of make this look more decorated, because otherwise it's just going to be a page with boxes and then random icons and stuff from all the different holidays, and I feel like that's going to look weird. So I wanted something to just kind of make the page look a little bit more put together. Thankfully, this has really big florals, which I think are good, because the nice thing is I can layer on top of them. So it's not going to be one of those things where like I'm just not going to use that space. We can still layer on top of them when and if needed. I'm thinking of trying to get these like kind of around the edges just to kind of spiffy that up. The sun is starting to come out, so I'm going to have to close my shade in a minute, but I've really been enjoying keeping it open because otherwise it's been like kind of gloomy in my office, which I'm kind of over. So I'm already over gloominess. I'm ready for fall, but I'm not ready for things to just be darker in general. It's not a vibe. It's not a vibe I care for. Okay, I really only have small stickers left, so that's why I'm trying to like pull these in, cluster them together. Just trying to use what I have. To again fill in some space. I used all of that one, and then that is all of those florals. So at least we kind of got it all around. I do have some little pieces I see here I can use and reuse. I'm going to trim these off. They're a little on the thin side, but I think I can still make them work, even though they're a little smaller. Just get a little bit more in here. I know they're not like anything big, but in this case, we're not going to waste what we have. It's kind of helping me complete my border a little bit more. There, and then I have one more piece I can trim. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I feel like that helped. A little bit more of those florals in there. Okay, so that was kind of my common, these are my common colors of what I pulled. Okay, so done with that book. I don't really think there's anything else in there that I want to pull out. I think the next step is just going to be to get some boxes in here and see how many boxes we can fit in here. I think that's going to be my next step to take. I'm thinking squares will be good, and I think a square and then maybe a small box underneath it, so that way it can be like what the gift is and then the name for the gift. So I'm going to pull out series functional boxes 4 because we're going to go in with black, because again there's just so many colors happening. I think trying to pull in more color is just going to look crazy. So I'm going to pull out series 1 and series 4, and we're just going to see what boxes we can get in here. Shocker, I have the hiccups, so sorry. Are we ever shocked anymore? It's always right when I start filming too. I'll go an entire day. I'll go days without hiccups, and then all of a sudden I need to do all the filming, and it's like, oh, and here's your hiccups, and I'm like, okay. I do want to kind of space them out. I could put them really close together, but then I won't have room for all the fun icons and stuff. So I am going to kind of space things out a little bit more. So yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a box and then a little box with them. And then just kind of see how that goes. I don't want to be super precise with where the boxes are going, because again, I want to have room. Like over here, I could put some of the icon stickers. So I don't really want to be super precise with where I'm putting them. Because worst case scenario, she needs more space. She can put stuff on the back of it too. So this is just like a get it started and then can repeat the process kind of thing. I am going to stay away from this inner, the very inside, because that is where things get punched. Not punched, but you know what I mean. Just talking about punching. Okay, so add for a name and a name. And maybe one more. Maybe two more on this page, I think. Okay. Okay, that's good for this side. Let's pause so that way I can have like kind of a better idea of what I'm wanting to do. So let's kind of go, if I'm thinking order of holidays, the first holiday to come up would be Valentine's Day. So I did pull out a couple books that have Valentine's Day. So Winter Memories from Amber Plans for Day. It's an older book. There's just some cute little Valentine stickers. I also pulled out Winter Essentials from Amber Plans for Day. Again, an older book. But there's one specific sticker that is a gift sticker. So I was like, how perfect. But we can kind of, I'm thinking like, I don't know. I'm thinking like the flow will be going this way. So it'll be like everything over here is Valentine's, and it'll kind of go into Easter, into, I don't know, like maybe birthday to separate from Christmas, that kind of thing. So I don't know, you guys, we're winging it, full on winging it. But it'll be fun because then I can use some icons that I haven't really gotten to use. So, ooh, I don't want the red. There's a pink one. I'm going to take the pink. Let's grab that. And yeah, I'm just going to add in the icons in these spaces. I think the hardest thing is knowing that this is going to be, in my mind, uneven, right? Because I'm not going to put Valentine stickers over on the other side. But it's all part of the process. So it'll just have to be something we accept. Okay, this little box of chocolates. I can't not put it in here. It's too cute. Okay, so we kind of see like these boxes could be designated specifically for Valentine's Day, but really she could use it for whatever. She could write, you know, the holiday it's for, what it is, and then who it's for. So I feel like there's options for exactly what to do. Okay, so again, kind of focusing more on the pink colors for that because there's not really any other colors in that one. And I feel like those are the only, oh, just kidding. This one also has, this Winter Memories also had some like gift stickers. So I'm going to set that aside because we might come back to that. And I can't remember if this one had something else. This one I think had gift stickers, maybe not. Nope, okay, I'm done with that one. Set that one aside. Okay, let's go to Easter. Easter. And this is Spring Essentials from Amber Plans for Day. I don't have a ton in here, but I'm pulling this one out because it has that teal some of like that teal color that's in there. So I thought that this would be cute to kind of add in because it brings in some of that teal blue color. And then I do have some little eggies in here that are that same color. I have a little pink egg. Again, that we can add down at the bottom. And then that's kind of all from this one. I have another one. This is Retro Holidays from Live Love Posh. I do have some like Eastery vibe stickers in here. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to pull out. I like these because they are on paper, so it's a little easier to layer. And I feel like that's still in the color vibe because there is like purple kind of in here too. So it works. We also have yellow. We can play a little bit more on like the purple too, since we do have some of that in here. So add some of those. Okie dokie. It's coming together. We're getting there. I love this little cupcake. Okay, so then we kind of have like our Easter section over here. Fun little bunny glasses. Okay, and then we're kind of keeping it flowing. Keeping it going. Okay, so now we're going to the other side. So again, that was Retro Holidays and Spring Essentials. I don't think there's anything else in there that I needed. So we are going to go back in with some more boxes and focus them on this other side. So let's pull out some of those real quick. And we can start at the top over here because I didn't stick anything at the top. Again, just staying away from the inner edge. And also trying to stay away from the other because I know I'm going to put another box underneath it. Okay. Okay. All good things. I'm going to stick this down because I want to put a birthday cake in there. And they're usually kind of tall, so that's why I'm sticking that one pretty far down in comparison to the other ones because I want a birthday cake. I might have to pause and start putting in some decorations before I get too far because I want to make sure I'm fitting the things that I'm thinking of that I can stick in there. So, okay, so I have those in there. And I'm going to pull out Kelva Plan's birthday, rainbow birthday, and then we're going to pull out, I guess I could do any. Ooh, let's do the green because the green, I feel like looks, we need more green. We have a lot of pink. I think it's not hard to find the pink color, but finding the green color. So I'm going to add that. So this one could just be for regular birthdays. It doesn't have to be for a specific holiday, but this one could be more based on just birthdays in general. So I'm going to get some of that green in here. And maybe we'll add a little bit of the pink because now I'm like, well, now I have a lot of green and no pink. So maybe add some of that in here as well. A little banner piece that we can add in. Ooh, and maybe even more purple too. So adding those, and then I'm going to go to the purple and see if there's anything in here that I can add in that purple color. This cupcake is so pretty. I kind of want a box there. This is what happens when I stop doing what I was supposed to be doing. Okay, well now I know where I'm wanting to stick this, so it makes it a little easier. Okay, so let's stick that in there. When you don't have lines or anything else to go off, it just gives you opportunity to go completely rogue with your sticker placement, which can be a good or bad thing. Again, like I said, we're okay with layering. On the other florals we've set in here. I feel like it is starting to come together though. Sometimes you don't know what it's going to be until you get going. Okay, so we kind of have the birthday vibe. I did pull out Posh Party from Live Love Posh, so I'm going to go see what in here also has kind of the same color vibes. I feel like I have enough cakes, but there are some present stickers that could be really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and add those in. I have 2 of these like little pretty colors. Again, there are more purple with the pink. If I can get them up, that would be great. Give it to me. Okay, I'm gonna add that, and then okay, so I can put a box there. And put one here. Yeah, okay. That's what we've got. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose it if our neighbor's dog starts barking. It's the loudest dog ever, and I can't. I'm like, bring your doggy inside. They don't want to be outside anymore. Okay, so Posh Party, we were able to pull in a couple extra little things in there, and then we used the Colorful Plan book. Okay, I'm going to kind of go and shift into Christmas, which this one is a little hard because obviously they're Christmas colors. This is Christmas Collections from Amber Plans Her Day. There is some like pinkish packages in here, pinkish red. So I figured I would just pull from those. There are some green, but it's like, is it the right kind of green? I don't know. We can try pulling in some of these greens. Hopefully it doesn't look too crazy. Oh no, I feel like that's fine. Kind of gets in a little bit of that green vibe. Okay, so that was that one. That's all I'm really going to pull from that book. And then I have this one, Winter Memories, that we were in earlier. This one has like some like neutral colored boxes. So I am going to add in some of those because they are on a lighter scale side. So we'll add those in. Yeah. Add in all these little gifts. And then I have some like neutral random icons, like this little bear. It's kind of cute. And yeah. I don't know. It's hard because I'm trying to find things that so where it can just like go together in general. But I feel like for the most part we have like same color vibes throughout, so I feel like for the most part we basically got there. No, I wish those. I just need things in all the colors. Like I just need things available in every single color. That would make my life so much easier. I just need rainbow books of like literally every season. Like give me a rainbow book that has things for every single season in every single color. Not just the colors that are normal to that season. That's what I need. Okay, I feel like we did pretty good with getting kind of a flow. Valentine's Eve to Easter to just like birthdays in general to like Christmas time. I feel like we kind of have a nice flow there. I like it. I'm trying to pull out some more scraps, but of course I'm only pulling up the backing, so just a second. There we go. I'm just going to add in some more of these in here just to kind of get some more of the scrap look in here because I do like the colors of these. Some down the center because why not? It's going to get punched there anyway. Okay, I feel like this, it was one of those like this could either go horribly wrong or it could just turn out really fun. And I feel like it turned out really fun. Okay, so I'm going to take, this is just some chipboard, but this is the easiest way I've found to cut my pages apart when I stick them together. Because then I don't get like a weird cut, because sometimes I accidentally cut the paper itself, like not where it's supposed to be cut, and then it doesn't come out the way I wanted. Okay. Let me see. Okay, here is what we're looking like punched and separated. I think this turned out really cute. So again, an area to just put giftings for an entire year. Again, there's spaces on both sides of the back, so obviously there's not a ton of boxes, especially if it's for every single person, that you might have in your life, but at least then you'll have like a place to start, and then you can kind of just mimic it on the back side. But Beth, I so hope that you love your spread. Alrighty, and there we go. 2 very different spreads, but I feel like they turned out so fun. I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!